Hello everybody and welcome back to LRN and my reaction to qualifying at the Azerbaijan Baku Grand Prix. A qualifying session where we saw Stroll hit the wall twice in the space of one lap, where we saw Alonso being accused of holding up Albon on purpose by Albon directly, and where we also saw Hamilton being investigated for being unnecessarily slow during the qualifying session and holding up Norris. Norris calling attention to this, and his engineer making it clear that he feels Hamilton will be the one to be penalised as he was holding up Norris at that time. But we must start with the man of the hour. So pole position for Charles Leclerc. He carries on his performances in that Ferrari, beating Perez in second and Verstappen third and Sainz in fourth. Sainz messing up his final qualifying lap, which lost him the ability to fight for that pole position on their final go. But really, really well done to Charles. Congratulations to him. Fantastic performance again in the Ferrari. I do still think that the Red Bulls are in a really, really strong position in second and third. But really, really big job from Charles to put him at the front of the grid. Obviously, toe is king, and with these new cars being able to follow so closely, I do think we're going to see Max and Perez fight back at the Ferrari for first place tomorrow in the Grand Prix. But the interesting thing will be, can anyone get away? Can we see, because they've been so close for the whole weekend, will we see any of the four actually break out at, and actually be able to build a gap out in front? Because I think if they do, that unless reliability, safety cars, things bring them back together, just assuming that the race goes swimmingly for whoever it is that breaks out at front, it's going to be difficult to see them getting caught unless something drastic does happen, because unless they're going to be in that position to continue the tow, I don't see how they're going to catch back up. If they've got them on pace, they've got them on pace. And if you're Perez and Leclerc is the quicker car, and Perez managed to stay ahead of Verstappen and Sainz in the first couple of corners, then you need to be staying right on the back of Leclerc, because if he loses touch, everyone behind you loses touch with that leader as well. So going to be really interesting tomorrow to see how that plays out. See if anyone can break away at front. Whoever ends up in first after the first few corners, can they maintain that? Or will we see another race where, these long DRS zones, we just get overtake after overtake, lap after lap, where no one can break away? That would be awesome. I certainly do hope that for the race ahead, that we get some fantastic racing from beginning to end, and we don't see a race where the result seems to be written after the first handful of laps. We definitely want to see it go to the end and in the last couple of laps. So that would be awesome. I think the other thing to call attention to is Perez absolutely staking his claim as a contender at the championship this season. I don't think at this stage Red Bull can put all their eggs in the Verstappen basket. I think Perez has earned his position as equal in that team right now. He is the form driver. He's proven it again. I think, you could put it down to a couple of races just where things haven't gone Max's way, but we've had now another race. Perez has been consistently quicker through all of the sessions this weekend so far, and now putting it ahead of Max on the grid, second place. Brilliant job by Checo, and for a driver to be in Red Bull and actually making them have to make no other choice but to allow their drivers to race and to both fight for the title is a fantastic job by Perez, because we all know how drastically this car has been designed for Max over the last few years. Now, of course, these brand new regulations have helped, because they couldn't fall back on old designs that they knew Max loved in terms of how the car works. So they've had to design this car from the ground up, and that has allowed a base car that isn't specifically designed around Max Verstappen. So now we have a situation where actually Perez is adapting to the car potentially better than Max it has at this stage, and has certainly put his name in the title fight this season, which actually for Red Bull is good, because they need the Constructors Championship. They haven't won the Constructors Championship. It's easy to forget the fact that Mercedes are the reigning Constructors Champions, despite of course everyone focusing on Lewis losing the title. They need it for the money, the revenue, you know, and especially everyone back at the factory and the staff will be looking for that bonus of Red Bull winning the constructors. So it would be huge for them. And Perez being in the championship fight, there's no better way of them trying to get that elusive constructors than to have both drivers fighting at the front. So good luck to Checo. I hope he can take the fight to Verstappen for the rest of the season, and starting with tomorrow in the race at Baku, and hopefully Sainz can get into this race with those front three. Getting bored now of it just being Leclerc versus the Red Bulls. Sainz, of course, has been around, but it hasn't really felt like he's been really part of that fight. So let's hope Sainz, he's shown glimpses today that he has got the speed in the car. Let's get him fighting at the front of the grid. But there we have it. There's my quick reaction to the result that we saw today. Really looking forward to the race tomorrow. Can't wait to see how it unfolds. And yeah, let's just hope everyone keeps out the wall. Let's have a few, you know, exciting moments. Baku's great at throwing up some exciting moments. So again, what they turn out to be, I can guess it'll be Stroll in the wall, causing either a red flag or a safety car at some point of the race. So look out for that one. I think Latifi won't be far behind. Look out for him putting it in the wall. But other than that, let's hope for a good race, excitement, good strategy calls, and but most importantly, good racing on the track. But anyway, there we have it. That's my reaction. Looking forward to tomorrow. Otherwise, I hope you have a great day, guys. Enjoy the race, and we'll speak again soon. Thank you.